Okay. Quick reboot, guys. Yeah, once I rebooted everything, should be stable now. All right, well, there's the hiccup for the night. I hope. Hope that was the only hiccup. Seems to be stable now. All right, so where were we? All right, so here are the clips that we're working with tonight. So here's a mix that I just did. Here is Ron, the guitar player, and this is a Action 5. This is Russ, the drummer. That is a Osmo Pocket 3. This is Mike. He is being filmed with a A7 III with the Sigma 14-24 2.8. This is John, the lead singer. He's being filmed with a A7R5 with a Tamron 35-150 2.8. And this is Johnny on keyboards. He is being filmed with a Action 4. Now, all of these are in log format, which essentially means that the footage purposely looks like shit. So we can make it more colorful and work with it. There's just more data in it. So the first thing that I do with any video, oh, by the way, the only lighting that we had are these things. This little cube light thing. I have one more little cube panel light just like that. And that is the one, and those are the only two lights that I had with me. Everything else is how his basement is just naturally lit up with the lights in the ceiling. So we're not going for, total professional, full-on video studio thing here, but this is just what we're working with. All right, so let's do John's video first. So here is my LUT to convert it from log to Rec 709. And let's do the same for Johnny. Action 4. Let's do Mike, the bass player. What looks better? S-Log? No, S-Log 2 definitely does not look better. S-Log 3. Russ. Osmo Pocket. And then Ron. Okay. Next, what I'd like to do is, we back. We back, guys. All right, now fingers crossed here that my graphics card holds up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all the clips here, new multicam, let the computer sort it out. It should easily sort these out. Now they're synchronizing multicam. Should take a couple of seconds. Excellent. Perfect. Now everything's all lined up. I'm going to set the view to better performance so it doesn't put too much strain on my graphics card. Okay. Now is where I'm going to do a lot of my exposure corrections and white balances. So I'm going to base everything off of John's clip here. So I had a brain fart. I still think I'm in I'm still in Logic. All right, so I don't have a boatload of editing plugins. I have a few that I like, and I'm very, very basic with shit. So, now over here in this side of John's basement, it's more yellow tungsten. And I just lost my light. Well, it's good that I lost my light because now I can actually see the screen more accurately color-wise. So the lights over here are different color temperature than the lights over here. So there's nothing I can really do about this. It's going to look the way it looks. So, for instance, if I try to white balance this, see how it goes green? And it just looks kind of ugly. So that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do there. Let's get RGB up. Let's see if it looks roughly the same exposure-wise. Don't need the clips. Oh, God, the auto exposure on the Action 5 is fucking terrible. Look at that. I'm not doing anything to the lights in there. That's just a camera acting like that. Okay, note to self. When I do shit like that, I'm going to have to set the exposure manually because the Action 4 doesn't do that. For some reason, the Action 5, though, the auto exposure is fucking garbage on that. Oh, my God. Why is it doing that? Okay. Whatever. We just have to work with what we got, guys. All right, let's... Now I know Johnny's image can come up a little bit more. Oh, yeah, that could definitely be a little bit brighter. Ross's camera looks okay by comparison. Okay. All right, now that's good enough for now. Because now what I'm going to do is get the multicam and edit the multicam. Let's get the menu up. Let's select the audio to only be for the mix. Let's open up the multicam so the studio mix is all the way at the bottom so I can... And my cat just shot out of bed to get the midnight snack. Okay. Let's go here. All right. Now, I just have fun with this. I like to do like one pass through of what I'm feeling at the moment, and then I go back to make minor corrections. So, fingers crossed that my graphics card holds up. Nope. Ah, damn, I keep hitting 2 by accident. One thing I do not like about what they did at the end of every fucking take, they all immediately started conversing with one another. So that's going to be kind of a bitch and a half to edit around. Do you also have to do the mix for it? I literally just did the mix for this song. I literally just did it. Bro, the mic is pointing to his eyes. Be specific. John the Singer's eyes? Yeah, but who gives a shit? This is live in the fucking basement. We're not looking for you know, movie studio quality here, man. This is literally just them in the basement playing. So basically all I'm going to do now is just finalize the multicam and there we go. And go from there. Oh, you're talking about this mic here? It's definitely not pointing at his eyes, dude. It's definitely not. It's just the angle of how it looks on camera. Damn it, Mike. Why'd you have to stand behind the fucking mic stand? I haven't seen Ron in a minute. Oh, wait, Ron was in this clip. Okay, let's switch to... let's go back to Russ. Why did I need John there? I don't know why I clicked him. probably going to crash this computer because now I have to put it back on view for better quality so I can actually color grade this now. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Oh, fuck. You guys aren't hearing the fucking audio. Okay, hold on. Shite. Okay, I totally forgot to set the audio out to... hold on. Hold on. I just totally fucked that whole thing up. All right, hold on. Output, multi-output. Let's see. Does this work now? Hold on. There it is. Now it's working. Okay. Sorry about that. I completely forgot that I had to switch the interface over while switching over to Final Cut. Okay. Now let's take a look at the multicam one more time, and we'll go to actual color grading.
I heard the news today of the poll. What was it yesterday? Was it anything at all? Forget the past and its distant memories. Relive a lifetime for all the world to say. We see the people, the cars, forgotten time and race. We've forgotten where we are. Forget the past, and it's just a memory. Relive a lifetime for all the world to
All right, the multicam's not the absolute best, but for what we did in a basement, it'll do. Let me zoom in on Ron a little bit more over here, because he's looking a little on the short side here in comparison. Let's frame it a little bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better. That overexposure. This fucking auto exposure on the Action 5 is garbage. Oh my god. Like, I honestly didn't think it would be this bad. Especially in like a controlled lighting environment. Like if we were outside, I can almost understand it, but all right, mental note for future reference, man. Just set it to manual exposure. Holy shit, bro. Yeah, I don't talk about my finances and what I charge people. Yeah, I just don't. For like, honestly, for the most part, I'm not going to say like what I charge people, because the last thing I need is people going like, charge him for that. This is the last thing I fucking want from people. So, all right, let's focus on a shot on John. So that's the hero shot. And then let's start putting some color into this. I'm almost willing to bet I'm going to make this black and white, but we'll see. I have a couple of presets I made in Lightroom that I can just like easily come over and edit, make coloring so much easier. That's cool. That already looks kind of cool. All right. No, that introduces a lot of noise. Let's see. I'm not feeling orange and teal for this one. I want this to be kind of moody. That's a little too contrasty. I'm kind of, yeah, I'm kind of digging this one. And if you want to know how I set shit in Lightroom to turn into a preset here, basically, you go to... Nope, that's not it. Where the hell do I store them? Oh, editing tools, duh. So you download a third-party plugin called LUT Generator, right? You click Create a HALD, and that creates this thing, Neutral 512 PNG. You import this and a frame from your video into Lightroom. You edit the frame in Lightroom to however you like it. Only edit the color sliders and only edit highlights and shadow. Do not adjust exposure. Do not adjust anything else. Don't adjust the tone curve. Just adjust the color to give it the color that you want. Copy the settings over to Neural 512 PNG. save that as a JPEG. Then you go to convert to cube and bring that saved JPEG into convert to cube, and then it will convert a LUT into cube, and now this can be imported into Final Cut to be used as a LUT. So that's how I edit my videos at Dingbats as quickly as I do. All right, I like this color because it definitely helps with the lack of consistent white balance in the basement. So, all right, let's fuck with Ron's video a little bit. Let's bring. No, not the shadows. Let's. Probably not that one either. Midtones, that's what I'm looking for. All right. That's a little bit better. Let's see. John looks good. Ron looks good. Okay. I can work with this. I just need to see. Now I just need to see Russ and how Russ looks in this. All right, that looks good.
We see the people.
Okay, that's fine. Now let's add a little. Let's add a little more color to this. Let's make this a little more blue. That's the extreme. Also, you guys are now taking a look at a very big difference between a professional camera and an action camera. This is a Sony A7R5 with a Tamron 35 to 150. So, like, this is about almost as high-end as you can get with interchangeable lens cameras. The only camera that's quote-unquote better than this is the is a Sony A2 or A3, which is like $3,000 more for the body alone. Okay. Let's bring this over to the end. Let's see, how does Mike look? Johnny looks all right. Yeah. Every time I edit footage from these guys and they want like dark and moody, I give them as dark and moody as I feel comfortable with giving them. And they're like, no, we want more moody. turn saturation up. Layers. Yeah, unlike audio, guys, I do not have a set preset for editing video. I literally just go with the flow, and whatever looks good to me is what I usually run with. I don't have a set preset for any of this. I mostly deal with real estate listings as far as video goes all day. Okay. Where's the color? There it is. Can't change that much because of the white balance on that. Although the Osmo Pocket looks fantastic as far as image quality goes.
What was it yesterday? Wasn't anything at all. Forget the past and its distant memories. Relive a lifetime for all the...
Yeah, it's not bad. I just realized I had the camera on me the whole time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking exhausted right now. Okay. I have a couple presets saved on here, so basically, let's turn off everything, turn everything back on. What did like 95% of the work is this black tone that I have usually for a lot of concerts that I photograph, and put a little bit of color finale on, set the temperature down just a little cooler. Set a tone curve, and made the shadows a little more blue, mid-tones a little more orange to highlight the skin a little bit more. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to match the white balance specifically with these two angles here, because this is crazy of just how much of a difference this is. Ooh, that worked. Okay, cool. I'm going to apply that same effect to Johnny's cam. There you go. It's a little more consistent. All right. I think that's about as best as I'm going to be able to do it. What do you mean you can hardly hear my mic? I'm peaking in the upper yellows. Okay. Jmenov. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Is there any particular reason there has not been many Mexdown Meltdown videos in the last few months? Yeah, because I don't feel like releasing them that often. I try to release one a month. I have 3 more in the can, ready to be published. Let's see. You say that there's going to be one this week because I have a light week this week. But honestly, I don't feel like being only known for the Church Fix videos. That's all. I want to release it one, maybe 2 a month, tops. So I released one last month and one the month before that. Now, this week for June, there's going to be another one. Anyway, I don't know what much else I can do with this. I mean, part of me also wants to just abandon this color, whatever, and just keep it plain. But we'll see how the band likes it. I mean, the stark difference between a good camera and an action camera is like apparent here. All right, so let me try something else now. Because I'm kind of digging the whole black and white thing. So, because when in doubt, black and white. All right, let's mute that effect. And now, let's see. All right. Yeah, this is why it takes forever for me to edit a new project, video-wise. Video editing, I really have no set rules on how I do things. Let's eliminate all saturation. Let's make this black and white. Give it a nice amount of contrast. I'm kind of already liking this more, if I'm being completely honest here. All right. All right, let's turn saturation back up. And now let's take everything out except blue. Because I'm a sucker for blue. Nope, definitely don't want. Let's bring it down there. No, I don't like this one. I like the other one better. All right. Let's do it one more time, and then I'll answer any last minute chats, and then we'll call it a night.
I heard the news today of the poll. What was it yesterday? Wasn't anything at all. Forget the past and its distant memories. Relive a lifetime for all the world to say. We see the people, the conflict. heard the news today of a war.
All right. All right, that's not bad, but let's tone down the harshness of that LUT. Not make it too extreme. Let's bring it down to 70%. That's a little bit better. All right. All right, this will be it. All right, now for real, like that's probably going to be it for me tonight. Can you put some neon effects like Dire Straits? I mean, I could put some tacky effects on this, but let's see. What do I got as far as tacky effects? Oh, that's so bad. This is so bad. This looks like shit now. I mean, it kind of film quality wise, it doesn't look good already, but look at that. Comic ink. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Comic looks. Background squares. Oh, God. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's just purposely fuck it all up again. Funhouse. Let's make everyone look like they're in a fucking mirror. Funhouse mirror. Oh, yeah. DK mode activated on his fucking hands. Yeah. Fucking tacky. The only thing I would probably add to this, though, all seriousness, is that a vignette? That's the only, yeah, this is really the only thing I would actually want to do. That's too much. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. %, LUT. Yeah. This looks okay now.
I heard the news today of all the world to say.
Now I gotta bring a little color back to Johnny and Mike because I purposely took out a lot of their color. Yeah, that's better. All right. So, final look of all this. So this is what the footage looked like completely raw. Had the camera. Log to Rec 709. LUT. More color. Vignette. Done. All right. Holy shit, it's almost 1 a.m. All right. I think I've done enough for the night. Yeah, the mix came out, I think, far better than the video, if I'm being completely honest. But we did, again, film this in a basement with nothing but these as the light source. Also, whatever ambient light was up there. Does the bassist wear a glove for aesthetics? Yes and no. He wears them during shows because it looks cool, but also probably to protect his fingers. So, all right, let me go over to cameras one more time, just so we're all on the same page one more time. So, this was a DJI Action 5, where I did not know how bad the auto exposure is. So, note to self, I need to manually set the exposure on this camera because the Action 4 doesn't auto expose that horrendously. This is a Osmo Pocket 3. This is a Sony A7 III with the Sigma 14-24 2.8. This is the Sony A7R5 with the Tamron 35-150, and this is the Action 4. This specific camera is, I don't want Spotify on. That camera is this guy. This is the A7R5, and this is the Tamron 35-150. This is my basically do anything and everything lens. Was that a lens in your pocket? You just happen to see me. It's a heavy motherfucking camera now. This is heavy as hell. But this is an amazing camera, an amazing lens, and yeah, this is my go-to primary camera now for everything. And the A7 III is over there, but the A7 III has my wide-angle lens on it that I use for all my real estate listings. I don't take the A7R5 out unless it's like on a pro shoot. I'm not going to waste, the shutter clicks on the A7R5 photographing fucking real estate. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I'm dumbfounded by how horrendous the auto exposure is on the Action 5. I mean, I can click in any three different points in the video clip, and it's different exposure. Like, there's one right there. There's another one. Like, it's bad, dude. Anyway. So that basically is a difference between a great camera, which is this, and an action camera. And an even worse action camera. Although I will say the Osmo Pocket 3 is a fucking powerhouse of a small camera. I love this thing. It's replaced my Ronin S gimbal, and it's about yay big, yay wide, and that's what I use now for all my video that requires a gimbal because it's that good. So, all right. I think I'm going to call this a night now. I'm going to render this and send it over to the band. Hope they like it. And then I'm going to go to sleep. It's 1 a.m. I'm tired. Thanks for watching. And thanks for being patient with the technical fuck up at the end of the part 1 of this.